There's a communication system between the cells that's called the light link matrix. The light link matrix is an actual geometric configuration of light waves, and it consists of multiple intersecting triangles that absorb and repel frequencies of light. It looks very similar to fishnet if you want to get a visual on kind of how it looks. And life force energy flows through the light link matrix. It surrounds all of the organs and it surrounds all of the cells. Now, if you imagine just one of those triangles and you think of each of the 3 points as having kind of like a tiny little circle that allows the triangles to all connect with each other to form a matrix. These little points are called apex points. Within these apex points, there are tachyon fields, and these fields have movement. Light flows freely through a healthy matrix. However, thought forms can impact the matrix at the apex points. If negativity gets trapped at one of those apex points, it restricts the flow of light. So the liquid light thickens and it slows down and becomes dark. If 2 of those apex points are dark and only 1 is positive, there still is a small amount of flow. But when all 3 are dark, that's an irreversible condition. You have to extract that portion of the light link matrix and refill it or infuse it with new light. Now, there are healing modalities that can do that, but you're not going to find them in mainstream. The movement of those triangles within the light link matrix is either enabled or disabled by thought. Negative thought causes reduced fluidity and the cells become inflexible. Now, this is all on an energy level. Let's take a look at what happens with physical impact. First of all, thought forms anchor in at the apex points within the light link matrix, which congests the movement of life force energy, or the mana, or the chi, or the light. A disease is basically congested thought forms or unresolved issues. Thought form congestion can be more than just one thought. And these thought forms embed themselves in your body if the issue is not resolved. Now, normally, the light link matrix brings positive energy to a healthy cell and takes out the old energy. But with a diseased cell, there's a polarity reversal, where the light link matrix will actually suck out positive energy and fill the cell with negative energy. The light in the cell then becomes stagnant. The life force is drawn out and there's a buildup of toxicity and the cell begins to deteriorate and die. And there's something else that happens. The disease begins to develop a personality. Now, organs have consciousness. Every organ in the body has its own consciousness. A heart knows that it's a heart. A liver knows that it's a liver. A kidney knows that it's a kidney. And you can even say that every organ has a personality, where the consciousness of the organ holds attitudes and interests and behavior patterns and responses that endure over a period of time. We call that personality. A disease brings in a secondary personality, a conflict. The consciousness of the disease is going to start to alter the personality of the organ because of the conflict. That secondary personality shows up and interferes. And the disease is going to have an agenda. Its purpose is to try to pull in more of itself because it wants to promote its own growth. This secondary personality of the disease is also going to have a manipulative quality about it, which influences the behavior patterns, and the organ starts to absorb negativity.